So here, how to start a pain clinic. So here, when we are talking about pain clinic, we are talking about chronic pain service, not the acute pain service. So first, to start a pain clinic, in India. I'm talking about totally completely Indian scenario. So there is one infrastructural requirement, and there is some legal requirement. So what are the infrastructural requirement? So first question, that what type of clinic you want to start? Is it a clinic with only consultation facility, or it is with dispensary? So these are not that I have made this. When you do all the government procedures, they will ask you these questions, that whether what you want apart from seeing the patients. There may be a dispensary. Dispensary means, like, say, nowadays in India, when you are writing some medicine, you can dispense that, of course, and you don't need a pharmacy license for that. If you dispense medicine written by someone else, then you need pharmacy license. Otherwise, for your own medicine, you can dispense just like that. So you can make a clinic with dispensary, and then clinic with short stay. So for us, for pain physicians, clinic with short stay is always applicable. I will say that that is the most applicable thing, because we will do the procedures also. It is not that only we will see the patient, we will do the procedures also. And clinic with diagnostics. So diagnostic function, of course, you can have your own. Otherwise, you can tie up with someone, and then they can, I mean, it can be outsourced. It can be outsourced, and you can, someone else can do it. So this thing you have to say in the government documentation. Okay. Second thing, whether it is a monoclinic or polyclinic, when you are starting, so you have to tell them that how many doctors will sit, whether multiple doctors will come or not. So that is if it is your own clinic. Then comes facilities. So I think for a pain physician, these facilities we always need. One is fluoroscopy machine, CR, and another is ultrasound machine. While starting, you can buy a very basic ultrasound machine. Then comes radio frequency machine. Then comes ozone machine and PRP machine. So ozone is always not used by everyone, though we are still using ozone in some cases for prolotherapy cases. And so these machines you need always for starting purpose. And nowadays for ultrasound machine is very much important, because today also I saw one patient who is having who was having triceps tear, and you won't believe that after MRI also, they have not reported triceps tear, but it is seen under ultrasound, and patient is suffering for last 2 years. So these things. And second, emergency machines, like one Boyle's apparatus, or if not Boyle's apparatus, but still oxygen source, and say for ambu bag, and for resuscitation equipments, all resuscitation equipments must be there in your setup, because just with a very low risk intervention also, patient may become unconscious, and this can happen. Second thing is sterilization requirement. So remember, sterilization requirement is also very costly thing. Because different, you cannot use only one solution or one agent to sterilize the floor, also to sterilize the instruments also, or many other things. So all different instruments you will need. So like a fumigation machine and all. So for sterilization purpose, you have to think, and this is a requirement. Now, few more things. When you are starting your pain clinic, you have to decide it fast. Then only you will apply for government permissions and all. So first is name. So name is also very important. That your clinic nowadays. I mean, when earlier it was like you are opening a clinic, and there was no such Google marketing or I will say that internet marketing was not that much there, but nowadays internet marketing is very much prevalent. And you have to be there. Otherwise, how patients will know? So your name should be a catchy name. Not catchy name means it has to be pain clinic only, but it should be like location wise. You can say that okay, your name should say that make the people understand that okay, this clinic is there in this location, or it should not be like it happens like say our Asian Pain Academy, though it is not a clinic, but name wise I'm saying for a long time, when you write Asian Pain Academy, as soon as you write Asian Pain, always in Google search it will come as Asian Paints. So while keeping the name, that is also important, thinking I mean which one, it should not collide with a very uh, I mean, a very reputed some company or something name, same name should not be there. Otherwise, nobody will be able to search it. Now, type of business that is also should be in your mind before starting a clinic. So it can be proprietorship. Proprietorship is in our country. I mean, like proprietorship is it is completely your property. So if you lose or if you win, if you gain or if you lose, whatever is there, it is your responsibility completely. So proprietorship is one, in one way it is good that you don't have to do too much of documentation work. Proprietorship is less documentation, but risk is yours. So if something happens, it is completely yours. Now, second thing is company private limited or LLP. So these things are, I mean, documentation is too much, but risk is not yours. If your company doesn't do good business and you get a, I mean, you lose a lot of money, then also actually you do not lose from your own pocket. Okay. The third is partnership farm, and lastly charity, which is less common and doesn't apply to our clinic also. So I will say that our clinic is actually clinic with short stay, and maybe it is a monoclinic or polyclinic you can think, and then it can be a proprietorship for starting purpose. Secondly, for starting a clinic, so few things you have to consider. Do you have a space? So clinic space minimum is 75 square feet. This is government guidelines. Okay. So I will not say that if you have more, that is good, but minimum this much should be okay. But nobody is actually measuring in that way. Just a minute. Just a minute. Huh? Okay. Actually, we have some other classes also going on. That's why. Okay. Anyway, so space-wise, clinic space minimum it is the 75 square feet. 75 square feet you should have a minimum amount. Otherwise, you cannot apply for a opening a own clinic. Then waiting area minimum is 35 square feet. So clinic space, waiting area, then ancillary area, that is also it is written as 35 square feet. So short stay area. So this is also applicable for our pain clinic purpose. When we are doing a procedure, we have to show that there is a short stay area. Toilets was in some states it is one, in some states it is two. Optional, these are all optional areas: breastfeeding area, procedure room, scrub room, changing room, observation room. But I will, of course, for pain purpose, for a pain physician, procedure room must be there, scrub room, changing room. These everything we need we for our procedure purpose. Okay, but these are the upper ones are the clinic requirements. So you can understand that some minimum 600 700 square feet area must be there, otherwise you cannot start a clinic. Then is the space safe for everyone? So that is also important. Yeah, say you have a big space, but that is in a marketplace where say big I mean all the loading unloading is going on for all big things, trucks are coming. So in that area you will not get permission. So this should be a safe area where other clinics can be opened. So these things actually before when you start a clinic. Then comes legal requirement. So legal requirement is trade license. PAN, Aadhaar, this is for India, all the identification verification documents are needed. So for applying trade license, whenever this is very much necessary that when you start a business, you always should be uh, okay. Hello. Okay, so when you are starting a business, you must take a trade license. So for few documents like taxation document, you know that PAN card, Aadhaar card, and ownership deed or rent agreement. So the area where you want to open your clinic, that area must be a commercial area. That building must be a not whole building. Of course, that area should be a commercial area where you want to open a clinic, and that area's tax and all other documents should be clear. Okay, I mean that tax paid document. So I mean, if you take a rent and all, then you have to talk with the owner that these things he has to provide. Otherwise, you cannot get a trade license. So first step in India, it is the trade license. Then approved building plan is also needed. Location map, state government business site registration is, if applicable, it is there in India. So this registration is also there. So why I am saying this, so before, if you rent some area, so always take care of this thing and then only take rent. Otherwise you will take rent and then you may find that okay, this area I cannot open a clinic. So after confirming this, then only you take a rent and then go for trade license is the first thing. Second thing is GST, PAN number, current account. So this PAN number is not your PAN. This is your business PAN number. Then comes current account. This is not a must in a proprietorship for initial starting, but later you may need a current account, and because it has some extra advantages. But then for proprietorship it is not needed. But if it is a partnership firm, then you need it. And GST also in India, if you are doing a business of more than 20 lakhs per annum, then only you need GST. You have to get a GST number. Otherwise, you do not need a GST number. Okay. Then comes PAN number. So I told you. So business PAN number, current account. Though it is not must. Okay. Next is pollution board certificate. So pollution board certificate is also needed. So Pollution means what type of pollution? So it is not, it is a bit different pollution. So when it is a clinic, so you will dispose the syringes or blood soaked materials like those things. So these pollution board clearance, you need to have some local waste management company. So they will give you a document that okay, we are doing this agreement with this person, that all the this materials, all the hospital wastes, we will take care of it. Then only pollution board clearance will be given to you. And it also has two steps minimum. Then comes fire license. So it is also a one or two steps process, and it also requires building plan, exit plan, fire extinguisher should be installed, and signboards. So there are multiple signboards. They will of course tell, but you should know that okay, a fire license is also needed. Next comes is clinic license. Now clinic license is most important for practicing in India or opening a clinic in India. But for applying clinic license, you have to apply all these things. You have to have all these trade license, PAN number, and everything, pollution board, pollution certificate, fire license, everything you should have. And then only you should apply for clinic license. Now, clinic license here, you need to apply with all the previous licenses, and you have okay. So here you have to state in an affidavit, the like government document you have to submit, that what type of clinic you want to start, and who is going to start it, and what type of service you are going to give. So all different things. So here they will come for verification, and so they will give you the license. But it also takes some time. Then comes PNDT license. Remember, PNDT is needed only if USG machine is bought, and PNDT. PCP with the PCPNDT Act. So PCPNDT license is for here we have to, if you want to take ultrasound machine, you have to go abide by with this license. So this license is very tough to get. And first thing, who can apply for this license? So PCPNDT license, being in anesthesia MD, you cannot apply. So you can see all this is again, these are different in different states. Okay, in India, it is different in different states. So you have to know that what is the requirement in your state. So there is one important area, that is 6 months course. So what they accept, so that is a local authority can tell. Otherwise, as such, MD anesthesia cannot take. So you have to talk to with your some friend who is a MD radio diagnosis or MDMS gynae. So they can help you. They can put their name in your clinic, that stating that they are taking care of the machine. So in that case, you can get this PCPNDT license. But PCPNDT license is must for buying the ultrasound machine. Okay. So starting a clinic means all the certifications which will take at least 6 months. Okay. In India, application for waiving of Form F. So that is also there in India, that since all this PCPNDT license and all is actually for that preconception, sex determination, that to be prevented. So since we are not, as a pain physician, we are no way related to in that thing, no. So we may not have that probe also. So there is a provision that you can fill the Form F, and you can say that okay, we have not done any ultrasound of abdominal ultrasound or like that. So that is you have to talk with the local authority, so that you can get rid of this part. Otherwise, you have to show report every month to the PCPNDT authority that this much ultrasound I have done. And lastly, you have to state that I have not gone against any of PCPNDT Act. Okay, like that. So license for operating C-arm. C-arm is also another thing which needs a small scale license, not very difficult to get. But then AERB permission. So this is for radiation purpose. Okay, for C-arm installation. So this is Atomic Energy Regulation Board, and this also takes two steps. First step, they may not come for verification, but it has two steps. So basically, radiation should not harm others. It should be covered in one room. So wherever there is a wall and wall has at least a 6 to 8 centimeter thickness, inches, not thickness, centimeter, inches thickness of the wall. So in that area, opposite side of the wall, there is no radiation exposure, that is safe. But you have windows, or you have doors. So what you can do, so you can put some lead sheet. So that is also, I mean, local authority will tell you 0.5 millimeter or 0.75 millimeter, not millimeters, centimeter, 0.5 centimeter or 0.75 centimeter sheets can be used on the doors. Okay, on the doors, so that radiation do not go to other side. So that is the main requirement. So, and also the C-arm, wherever you will keep the C-arm, that room has some size regulation, that this much size should be there. Okay, then only they will give the permission. And then after you get the machine, you have to apply for TLD badges. Okay, so that how much radiation you get, that has to be measured 3 monthly. So for practice protocol purpose, there are some new NMC guidelines documents came few days back. So I think that will be implemented soon. So this as per NMC guidelines, what you can do, what you can write, and I mean, like you should be writing your name and availability time, all those things, how big it should be. You cannot write very small with very small letters and all. So those things are there in the NMC guidelines, what you can claim and what you cannot claim. Then for practice part, I will say that ISSP consent form. We have one ISSP consent form, Indian Society for Study of Pain. So they have made a very nice consent form. You can apply use for that. For any procedure, you have to take consent, and you should save that consent in a file so that it remains a safety thing for you. I mean, you should keep those consents. Any complication can occur from any procedure, so you should be saving it in a file. Now, signboards and this is also NMC guidelines, that name, degree, registration number, these things should be there on a signboard in front of your clinic. And even wherever you write the prescription, it should be there. In the registration number should be clearly written with your signature. Okay. Other signages, GST number, if it is there, it should be displayed. Related to PCPNDT. So PCPNDT, if you get an ultrasound, so you should have a big board writing there that I mean, it is there. Specific things are there. That board everywhere you will see in every hospitals, something is written from in front of the ultrasound machine. Wherever there is an ultrasound machine, it is written that okay, we do not do any prenatal sex determination, those things. So you have to put that board near to your machine. Then services list with the price, that also you have to fix it. And for C license purpose, clinic license purpose, you have to tell to the government that this service is this much costly. Okay. Doctor's name with degree and timing, all these things. Now, optional thing is patient's rights. CCTV sign, toilet sign, etc. These things also you can display if you want. So, okay, thank you. So whatever I have told, this is actually related to Indian scenario. In Indian scenario, how you can start a pain clinic. Now question comes. For exam purpose, just a minute, let me check. Yeah, Dr. Devjit is there. So there are few important exams you can take, you can appear for standardization purpose, for the international recognition. You can go for it. So such as we have done for FIPP, nowadays FIPP,
Shivana,
CIPS.
please, you continue with this FIPP and FIPM. I'm coming back in few minutes.
uh, FIPM, I cannot say. I mean,
I've given FIPM.
okay. You are the, I mean, like, registrar of IAPM. I forgot what I did.
I will come
No,
back for just 10 minutes.
just a minute. You come. I will. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So actually, this ISSP, this is the Indian Study for Society of Pain. This is a branch of ISP, though it is affiliated with ISP, but working separately only. So I will say that this is the most biggest organization in India, and this also have a fellowship examination, FIAPM fellowship in I mean pain medicine, IAPM, Internal Association of Pain Medicine. So fellowship internal association of in internal Indian Association of Pain Medicine. So that is the FIAPM degree. So one can appear after 1 year of training. And in European context, you have multiple EDPMs. You can appear for EDPM or FIPP. You can go for it. You can go for CIPS also. So FIPP we did long back, 10 years, 12 years back, nearly 12 years back. So 2011, I passed. So and now also you can go for it. So Dr. Devjyoti will tell. FIPM actually he is the registrar, so he is managing the completely the whole exam process. He is only managing, so he can talk about this fellowship of Indian ISSP fellowship. And FIPP, of course, nowadays a bit more centers are there. Earlier it was only 3 centers. One is USA, one was Budapest, and another was Netherlands. In Netherlands, another was there. So nowadays I have heard that it is in Turkey also it is there. Uh, some other areas are also there. There also in Bangladesh also probably one center is there. So it has one theory part and one practical part. So theory part is about the MCQ questions, some MCQ questions, and that is not that tough. I will say it is not that tough. But the practical, you have to do 4 procedures actually. 4 procedures on cadaver. You have to show, and these cadavers, 4 procedures means one procedure from uh, area each area. So one is lumbosacral area, and one is thoracic area, one is head and neck area, and another one was there, I forgot which area. So there were four areas where there are procedures ultimately you have to do, and mainly you cannot do any mistake. They will not in 4 procedures. If you do 3 procedures correctly, then also you are pass actually. But you cannot do any. They what they see is actually what you if you are harming the patient, if there is something you are doing which can kill the patient. Like say somebody has been given, like I know that somebody failed for this, that thoracic epidural. Okay, so thoracic epidural catheter, put the catheter there. Okay, so in thoracic area there is spinal cord. If you without seeing, if you just go like that, without doing it apn lateral, if you just go like that, then you will hit the spinal cord. So he went a bit forward and then came back, so ultimately he failed. So, or say cervical epidural, you cannot go forward and come back. So if you do something like that, which is completely, I mean, can be a life threatening for the patient, then you will surely fail. Otherwise, you can tell them to the, I mean, you can choose that, okay, this procedure I do not do, so I am not very much confident with this procedure. So you can say that there is no problem, because in our practice, most of the many of us, most of the time, that you do not practice everything everywhere. So if you get more cancer patients, you may not get spine patients that much. So it is possible. So you can tell that, but whatever you do, you have to do it correctly. You cannot do any uh, serious damage to the patient. So this was about FIPP. And next is like say this one. Nowadays, there are multiple exams for MSK, this musculoskeletal ultrasound in pain. So you can go for RMSK also. So, or you can go for this POCUS MSK. It is there. POCUS means point of care ultrasound. There is an organization, so they also standardize the people's practice. So first you have to go for POCUS fundamentals, like you know that how to start the how to just see the ultrasound structure, whether you can understand or not, which was skin and which is muscle, you can understand or not. So POCUS fundamentals, after this course which you have done, I think you can go for POCUS fundamentals. You can of course read some basic things, and you can then go for POCUS fundamentals. You will pass. There is nothing big written. Okay. Then comes POCUS MSK and all. So that is also like we are giving the MSK courses we are running. So one can very nicely clear POCUS MSK after doing the courses. So that also you can do. And so these are the things. And RMSK actually I have not done, and Dr. Kanchan did. So I have uploaded her lecture in your video section. Yeah, please see, because she is taking another class in another batch actually. And so is there any question from your side? I mean, you do have any question, anything you want? Please tell us, because today is the last class, and it is not that we will not remain in touch. If there is any problem, any day you are doing a procedure, you need some help or anything like that, you always can contact us. There is no issue. And so I will tell a few things one by one. At least give us some feedback. Which are the things you do not like? In which areas you want us to improve? And which are the areas you felt is all right? And you, how much benefit did you get? So I asked Dr. Amran, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So please give us some feedback from this course. How did you feel? I mean, like, did it help you or not? Are you interested to start pain medicine or not?
Okay. Yes, hello, my name is Iksan. I'm from Indonesia. I'm an anesthesiologist. Uh, and I want to learn about pain medicine and pain medicines.
Only one thing. Please, at least open your video also.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like to learn about the pain medicine. That's why I want to join this class. Because in Indonesia there is no there is one institution for anesthesiologists to study the pain medicine, but I think it's hard to get it. So and I want to know the basic from the zero. So I just want to learn from it.
Okay. No, I mean, with this course, do you feel that you are benefited or not?
Yes, I really benefit. For me, from zero, um,
I mean,
from
it is a
zero.
starting point. I
Yeah, yes,
understand that it is your starting
yes,
point. Okay. And I mean, like, okay, as this understood. So this is only a see, basic courses are these are just starting. Only
yes,
you get an idea that what are the things are there. Okay.
yes.
So you can come for workshop things online, offline workshops and all also. So that will give you much more confidence in the practice of pain medicine.
Okay,
Okay. Anyway, thank you.
thank you very
So,
much.
yeah, Dr. Advesta,
Yes,
yes, please give your feedback.
yeah, I'm an anesthesiologist. I actually had an idea, but not with chronic pain. So
Okay.
the course has somehow enlightened my mind. Plus, I think I've learned some new interventions like the use of PRP,
Okay.
dextrose.
So you feel that I mean with this course I mean do you think that you are benefited or not? So
Yeah,
that is
I have, I
okay.
have.
And
Yes.
any area which you want us to improve in any area you want that okay this part is not student friendly or something like that.
Okay, so I was thinking maybe if the next time we are doing the session and maybe if you assess your audience like us, if you
Mhm.
find most of them are graduates, then
Mhm.
I think it would be a bit nice if we learn by some case scenarios. At least we see like
Okay,
how do you go about the patient? How will the patient present? How are you going about it? Which text are you doing primarily before going to the intervention and all that? Like some like that.
okay. So that is also true. Actually, truly speaking, we also thought that, but I have seen people after 2 hours, if as soon as it reaches just crosses 1.5 hour, people become sleepy. So, so we wanted to keep everything a bit short and sweet. We wanted because many times I see that then become whatever you say, people becomes a bit. I mean they cannot concentrate, so that's why I thought but we will think about that. Of course we have to do something. And this time also we have today's class also no few things we have uploaded. I have already uploaded in the video section. We have not talked about CRPS and myofascial pain syndrome, fibromyalgia, those things. Those are very common things in our pain practice, so I have uploaded them in your class part. Please check that. Okay. And Dr. Devjyoti will talk, and Dr. Harsha and Dr. Kritika. After that, after Devjyothi's talk, we will take your feedback.
Audible? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start because no clinic can run without a promotion. Truly speaking, it is told by everybody, every senior doctor, that your satisfied patient is your brand ambassador. This is the person, or he is the or she is the person. He is actually propagating the message that he has cured by a doctor, and that is the best form of promotion. But the problem comes as a beginner that when you don't have a patient, then how can you get such a satisfied patient as a promoter? So you definitely require something that can bring patient to you. And this knowledge is crucial because otherwise getting patients as an anesthesiologist when transforming to a pain medicine specialist, especially in India, becomes difficult because no one knows you. Those who are knowing you, they are knowing you as an anesthesiologist. And if you expect a lot of patients referral from the surgeons or other specialties, it is a bit difficult because number one, they might not believe in your capabilities. That sometimes happen. And another thing, no one wants their patient to send to somebody. So only few cases where they don't have to, cannot do anything practically, like a Barrett's disease or a complex regional pain syndrome, these patients will be sent to you. Other than this, most of the patients will not be sent and you will not be getting the basic patients like the shoulder pain, back pain. So you will not be getting those patients. So I will be discussing on the promotion part of the clinic so that how you can promote. Remember, it is not necessary that you should have a own clinic. Rather, you can promote as a doctor. You can promote as from other institute as well. Okay, because when the institute is not promoting you, you can always do a lot of things. Nowadays, there are the time of digital promotion, and practically in the modern world, the older day practices like announcing, billing, pamphlets, newspapers, they do not work. So what works today, that is the most important part, and how you can get more patients. So let's start. So as you understood, I will be talking a little bit about the digital marketing as well. And unless and until you are good at it, it is a little bit difficult to get patient as a doctor. So remember, as I told, it is most important to get patients in the clinic, not only patients, but that should be most cost efficiently. And I have already told that at a beginner, getting a satisfied patient is comparatively difficult. So what are the ways of promotion and modes of promotion that you can go without any problem, without the MCI or the regulatory body's approval in India mostly, but in other countries definitely there will be similar. So first of all, board and hoardings. Okay, if you are opening a clinic, then you should put a large signboard in the name of the clinic and front of the your clinic. That is a best type of promotion. So once you have the board, patients can actually come to know while going or walking by that here some doctor is there, and if any problem occurs, I can come to. Some patients today takes a picture of that board as well. So it's actually depends on the what you are writing in that. And remember, don't write a lot of things because it isn't there, the people don't have time. Just write the name of the clinic, name of the doctor, the specialty you are practicing, and your phone number. This 3-4 things is most good enough. But again, there are some local regulations like here in West Bengal. It is that 50% of your signage should be in Bengali. So according to the law, you have to do accordingly. Okay. Next comes to the inaugural function. So remember, inaugural function is not only a function, it is again a mode of promotion. Here, actually, every business starts with family and friends. Okay, so they are always the first customers. They may be free, but they are the first customers and they are the first promoters. So if you increase the number of these persons who are coming for the first time, they're visiting your clinic once it is established, so that could be a very good form of an advertisement. Similarly, when I started in a government medical college, okay, it's our department who have organized a CME as an inaugural function. So all the specialists in the clinic, including all the students, we make a good crowd to announce that we are starting the pain management service along with the anesthesia in that hospital. So that was my first beginning in 2012, okay, when I started in a government hospital. So that is very important that your inaugural function should be good and a good number of people should be knowing you with that function. So if you are doing in an area, so invite the doctors, relatives, neighbors, and also important persons of that area. So that is very important. They might not be sending patients directly, but as they know, everything becomes very easy and it will time when we take you require their help also, we will get it easily. Now coming to the older advertising methods. Remember, there are few advertising methods like a radio broadcast. Now, regarding this, in India, you can go for All India Radio, but this do not comes naturally unless and until people are knowing you. Right now, I got around 4 programs of from the All India Radio per year, but the thing is, I was not getting these portions as a free. In fact, All India Radio pays us. That means doctors who is coming to Sun speaking. So, but this type of endorsement you will not get at the beginning. So you have to go for the promotional part, and if you have enough budget, you can go for the FM radio and the local TV channels. But again, local TV channels do not work nowadays. So you can have these options. Just 1 second. Hello. Hello. Yes. So next comes the local magazines. Again, they are older method, and initial these 4 things do not work much. Now coming to the public awareness program, it was there, it is there, it will be there. Remember, taking classes in schools. So if you want to arrange an awareness program, make a good person-to-person relationship. That is very important. That means if you are a good orator, you can convince others, like a marketing guy specifically. So that helps a lot. So you should be talking with everybody. You can take a class in a local school, in residential association meetings, or you can do a health awareness class in the village, panchayat, or local bodies. So you can do that, and that is also beneficial. Remember, from this endorsements or from this works, you could not get expect patient instantly, but that makes your reputation. Okay. Now coming to the digital marketing, as I told, the digital marketing is a very important tool nowadays because everyone is now actually hooked with the mobile. Okay, so everyone is seeing thousands of reel nowadays. They are seeing thousands of YouTube and videos. So digital marketing is a very good way of promotion. It could be divided into 2 groups. One is the organic promotion, one could be the paid promotion. Now, in the organic means your website, your Google My Business listings, and the other listings, they are organically promoted by the bodies, for example, the Google or Facebook, to the persons, because once it gets a traction, that means people are able to see those started seeing this. So Google algorithm or the Facebook algorithm is like that. Once the people are attracted to something, they promotes that more. So in that way, they are called an organic promotion. For example, if you are searching in a site and if you are getting the in the top rank, okay, without the sponsored tag in Google, you think this is an organic promotion. And organic promotion has certain strategies, and there are paid promotions. For the beginning, you might require a paid promotion, but for clinics, usually in future with long run, again, we have to think of the ROI. That means return of investment of advertisement. So that is called the ROAS. Okay. And this ROAS should be good because I am spending on advertisement. I am not getting adequate revenue from that. Then there is no point losing the money. For the initial part, it may be okay, but not for a long run. Now coming to the what are the things that we must require for a digital marketing. First of all, it's a website that is required. So there are thousands of tools nowadays like GoDaddy, like Wix, like other lot of platforms are there. Okay, so you either can hire someone, that is the most easiest way, or you can learn by yourself as well, because there are a lot of coding free tools now available by which you can do it by yourself in a very cheap price, like 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees per year. So that is possible. Okay. Now, building a site is not good enough. It is good, but it is not good enough, because unless and until your site is searched by the people and they are seen on the top ranking in the Google, or it may be the Bing, or maybe the Yandex. So that is very important that your on search it should come in a upper part. So that is very important, and that portion is known as the search engine optimization. Now, regarding for the SEO, again, you can hire a person if you want to do it by yourself, you can do, but it's a very time-consuming process. So it has 2 components. One is known as the in-page SEO. That means your page should be optimized for a search engine, so that the search engine can easily crawl your page and get the things from your page. Okay, that is very important. They are known as the in-page SEO. So there are 1,000 techniques of that. I'm not going into the detail of it. But you should be knowing that this is called in-page SEO, and there is another thing that is called the out-of-page SEO. Out-of-page page SEO means your site should be mentioned in the other websites as well, so that from those backlinks, the people can come and back to your site. That is very important. That is not the backlinking of the sites. So that is not only way of the out-of-page SEO, but there are other ways like listings and other things. So that you should know that this is a term that is called the out-of-page SEO as well. And you have to work on both the components to get a higher ranking in the social media. Now it is very important optimizing with the keywords, that is known as the in-page SEO part. And most important is that high quality content. Remember, whatever technique you use, if your content in your website is not good enough, no one is going to see it. So you should be truthful, and you should be writing whatever in reality you want to show or display. Okay, now remembering one thing, I always caution, don't see or say write any magical things that you cannot provide. In that way, at the beginning you might get attraction, but with time ultimately you will not be benefited. Okay, because nowadays it's the time for the be cautious for the negative reviews as well, because the negative reviews will put you down if you are, even if you are working good. So you should keep the expectation as per as the modern science gives you, that you should not say I can treat any osteoarthritis patient coming to me. So that is a wrong statement, and you should not put. But you can say about the procedures, you can aware the people about the good and bad part, side effects, complications, and everything. So everything, be truthful and write and make a great content. That's a very good way. Now coming to the blog post, article, guide, so that could be written. Okay, and promote in your content in the social media platform. That's also very important, because that way you can get the initial traction over that component. Okay, after that the organic way it will grow, or if you are doing a paid ad, then with the paid ad it will grow. Now coming to the other components, video marketing. Nowadays it's time, it is said that the initial day was the day for the images and the texts, but nowadays is the day of the video. That is the second generation wave. Okay, now the text are losing its ability, though it is a baseline, you should not ignore on that. But remember, video is the generation of today. So nowadays you should put some good video content in your about yourself or about your clinic, and that should be truthful, and that you can put in your social media handles, your website, and everywhere, YouTube and everything. So that is also a good way to get patients. But with the invent, we are actually in the between the second and third generation of web development. So basically nowadays things will be more AI driven. So nowadays you should be more cautious. You should precisely use the AI tools, neither overuse nor underuse, because AI is a double-edged sword. Okay, remember there are tools like humanize.ai they have invented, who can write a human-like content, not an AI-like content. So you have to be more technical. You learn a little more about these contents, and you should be going with that. Okay, and there are analytical tools that analyze how your traction in your website is going, and you can use the analytical and conversion tools for your website as well. So experiment with your strategies to get the results. I know as a doctor it is very difficult. If you have a good friend who is working in the web field, you can take their help, but this basic knowledge what I am imparting to you is very crucial, because you have to understand the person you have given your job, whether he or she is doing the job properly or not. And most of the times, remember, they are taking thousands of persons' job and they are not doing properly. And that is a very common thing, and they should be taken care of. Now, coming to the submission to the sites, definitely your website is not important unless and until it is submitted properly in the Google, Bing, Yahoo, Baidu, or indexes of the indexing companies. Nowadays, I will definitely go with the Google most. So that is very much important. And social media marketing is also an important tool that can put traction and that can bring patients to your website. So that is very important. And in the paid marketing, you can use the most common platforms like Google Ads, like the Facebook book ads, Just Dial, Apollo 24/7, Practo. These are all search engines. But remember, still today, three platforms works best. One is the Google, next is the Facebook, and third platform is the Instagram. And other platforms though can give some traction, but most important is fast too, and you should consider on this. So that was in a very short about the marketing, and I think it was a very fast presentation, so it might happen that you are not able to understand each and everything. But definitely, I don't want to make understand each and everything because it is not possible. Rather, I wanted to give you an idea about the promotion, that these are the things that is required. And nowadays, it's the time of the video and digital promotion. You should not ignore those type of promotions. Okay. So in future also, if you require any help regarding this part, definitely we are going to help you.
Mainly, after listening the whole lecture, summary is at least no matter that you are a doctor and whether you start your practice or not, you should have a web page. At least in website, you should be available.
Yes, one
And
web page and one Google My Business listing. That is also very
yeah,
important. These two
yeah.
things.
And then you can post some educational videos sometime once in 6 months. That's okay, but you should be there in the web market. You can say that you are there. Okay, so let us take the feedback from Dr. Harsha. Hello,
Good
Dr.
evening, sir.
Yeah, please just open your video at least.
Yeah,
We
sure,
want to see you.
sure,
Okay.
sure,
So,
sure.
where are you from at present? What are you doing?
Uh,
Hmm.
I'm basically working as a consultant in anesthesia critical care in Dehradun, Kailash Hospital.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Uh, so
So,
it's been 10 years I'm into anesthesia practice. So I thought maybe it's time to, add one more dimension to
yeah, at
it.
least whether you do or not, learning or knowing one thing is important.
Yeah, sure,
Knowing
sure, sir.
parts, sure. So, what do you
Sure,
think
sir.
about our course? So, whether it is helpful or not, you got some
Yeah,
information or
I
not?
mean,
Like,
definitely helpful, sir, for like a person like me nowadays. The working hours are so much, no, that the flexibility the course offers, no, with the recordings and all the
Mhm.
study materials. It's been of great help because, once you go into the duty into the hospital, it's difficult to attend all the meetings, live. So in that way, it is very helpful. Even the content also, I think. Uh, the people have covered almost everything.
No,
So
I will not say that we have covered everything,
no,
but then, of
so at
course,
least the basics for
yeah,
starting. So at least no, yeah, for
yeah,
getting some perspective into the practice.
yes, yes.
So so I well, like it's my query also. Like once we have done a basic this thing, the next thing is advanced. So is there something called intermediate so that we can follow up with this after this course?
Um, I think like that. Now,
Mhm.
see, I don't know how much you operate ultrasound or these machines, whether you operate or not. I will suggest that if you are interested, then you should come for hands-on practice. Then
Okay, sir.
only, because only seeing by video online or these are, I mean, this is only a part. After that, you
Yeah,
have to do it yourself.
yeah,
Not on, you cannot do on the patient, but you can do on mannequin, you can see on volunteer, but that
okay,
also takes a time. After that, you will become, you will understand, your understanding will be much more deeper. Then you go for advanced courses or more than that.
okay,
But with theory, now practical part also should come.
okay. So I've been giving peripheral nerve blocks with ultrasound for almost 8 years now. So
Okay.
I give all the peripheral terminal nerve branches, terminal nerve blocks also. So in the upper
Okay,
limb
okay.
and all. So what do you suggest like going forward after this?
I will always suggest that, of course, if you have some time, you should start your own clinic and all. Ultimately, see, I don't know, it is my opinion that whenever you do a job in other area, there is someone who can talk above you. But if it is your own patient, it is your patient. You are the master.
Yeah, definitely. Well
So
said.
you can start a clinic, say only 2 hours every day. So that is
Okay.
also, or 2 hours every alternate day. That is also
Mhm.
possible. And as we told that you should have a Google page, you can write there that, okay, I see on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday only or Friday only for only 2 hours. Then also you will get one after another patients. And you will see that gradually in 5 years, after 5 years, you will see that you have already seen more than 1,000 patients. So then you will understand that, okay, I have done something big. So
Actually,
it
1,000
happens.
is a very low number in 5 years. Actually, if you do it seriously, the number will be much more.
Now I told him that if 3 days a week, only 2 hours. So,
Okay.
your patient is your patient. That is, you are the boss. And
Yeah, well said.
I mean, while practicing anesthesia, I know that. I mean, I don't know what is your perception, but those who bring the patient, they have the highest say. But they will do
Definitely.
so many mistakes, but you cannot say anything. So many
Definitely.
mistakes. Earlier, I used to think that, okay, surgeon is doing a great surgery, he is doing something. Later, I understood it is nothing basically. I mean, many things they are doing wrong.
Yeah, a
So,
lot of things.
but you cannot say. So, if,
Nothing.
like that. So,
Even if you say something, obviously the final say, like it will be of surgeon. He is the boss,
yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, it
he's
is
the
his
presenting
patient, no?
face.
Yeah, he is the
Exactly,
boss
it's
there.
present.
So, what you can say. So, like that.
Definitely.
So, okay. Next is Dr. Kritika. You give your feedback.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think about the course? You did get some idea or not about the subject?
Yes, sir. After my PG, sir, I had an interest in pain, sir, actually, to do fellowships. But
Mhm.
now, so I joined this basic class, actually. Then, while doing procedures, sir, with sono, after learning sono anatomy here, I was doing regional blocks, sir. With confident, I can give, sir, presently. Like
Okay, okay.
pop little blocks and all. Now I can my basic anatomy was now I was confident that so that with that I'm practicing. So.
Okay, okay. Anyway, so I mean, like there is a difference of, I mean, scope of practice. I will say that there is a difference between acute pain and acute post-operative pain or regional blocks and chronic pain part. So I think with this course, you have an idea that chronic pain, which things we deal with mainly.
Yes.
So that is the thing. Okay, Dr. Saundarya, you joined much late.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I'm having a 6-month-old child. That's why I'm just shuffling it. Still, I'm
Okay,
having my. That's why,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't manage to join the live classes, sir, fully, but I was able to see the videos later on, sir. It's definitely been helpful for me, sir. I've taken a
Okay,
break because of my child.
okay. So, do you think that it helped you? You understood or not few things?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely. I used to give, I did my DNB from Gandha Medical College. So my regional anesthesia was okay. But regarding pain management, I didn't have much idea. So,
okay. Mhm. Okay, then. So,
okay,
I
sir.
think,
Uh,
yeah, Debjyoti.
Before ending, I would like to say when you want your exam this week, weekend. That means it will be Saturday, Sunday, 29th, 30th, or the next weekend. That means 6th and 7th. So it will be a window of 48 hours. So in between, anytime you can take the exam. So which weekend you want? Simple. This question I ask every batch. Hello.
If possible, 6th and 7th, if everybody agrees.
Yes, sir. 6th and 7th, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, and one thing that we are not going to delete the whatever is posted in the group. The study materials will be there. Your batch will be there. The app will be there. Only thing I do not know how many days we'll be able to keep the class recording because usually this class recording takes huge space. So we start deleting from the last batch. So in that way, we have deleted the January batch, I think last. So it will be deleted, but remember, the study materials will be forever. Okay. So you can check any number of times.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it is not that we are immediately deleting. We are not deleting, definitely not immediately. So after that, but after 1 month or 2 months, as our cloud space will be filled up, so we will start deleting from the back. Okay, so the class will be in the examination will be in the same way as you are giving the daily question and MCQs after the class. So the same way that the evaluation will be. Okay, and a request to everyone: do not miss the evaluation.
Okay,
Sure.
then.
Okay.
Good night. Good night for today. Okay, we will be touch. We will be in touch. I mean, always after the exam is over, then also. Okay.
Sure, sir. We'll all need all your guidance, sir, going
Okay.
forward.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
So the examination pattern will be, sir.
MCQ type.
Okay, sir.
I
We'll
think.
get an app, sir.
Yeah. We'll get it.
Thank you.